Good evening, everyone. It is Stacy Booth, and welcome to our Monday night team call. I am super excited to talk to you tonight about our topic, which is all things Instagram. So maybe you're new to this whole thing, or maybe you're just not sure what to be posting on Instagram. Or maybe you work full time and you're like, I'm not sure how to be on Instagram when I'm at work all day. So I wanted to kind of go over how you guys can make the most of it and how that's all going to work. So I wanted to kind of start off with some things that are going on in Beachbody world. Just to let you know, we do have Team Cup going this month, which means if you are on Team Cup, you've hooked up with 4 other coaches and you're all working together as a team to create the most impact. Basically get as many people as you can to join us through a challenge pack or getting started with it as a coach, whatever the case may be. And we're working together to earn prizes. So that's going on. We have MBF right now on sale as a challenge pack, which is probably the best challenge pack I've ever seen. But I do want you guys to understand and make sure you talk to your customers about it, that if they get signed up with MBF, there is actually 3 subscriptions that go along with MBF. So make sure that they're aware of that and make sure they know how to update it if they want. So if they got the Shakeology challenge pack, what they're going to get is Shakeology is going to be on auto ship for them, which they should know that. The second thing that's going to be is their annual subscription to Beachbody On Demand, which again, we all know. But the third thing that they might not be aware of is that they are getting the subscription to the monthly nutrition thing. So the 2B Mindset and the Portion Fix, they are getting that monthly access. So make sure they're aware of that so they don't all of a sudden get that renewal info and they're upset about it. So I like to just kind of show my customers, if you're in Unstoppable or on Mind Over Matter, there's a picture that shows them exactly how to update their shake flavor or cancel that kind of thing. Just be really open about that. The other thing is that you should have received 3 coupon codes that gets $10 off a challenge pack. That $10 does not go towards any of the MBF challenge packs. So it's for any other challenge pack besides that one for $140 or more. So keep that in mind. And if you use all 3 by, I think it's the 12th, you get reloaded with 3 new ones. So those are some things that are going on I wanted to share. Okay, so Instagram. Let's talk about Instagram. Let me see if I can screen share here. Okay, so Instagram is the place to be. Okay, actually, how do I want to do this? Let's do a screen share. So I actually posted this in our team page before we got started, and this is the ultimate Instagram content planner. So this is something that I really want you to print out and to read through and start utilizing, because it really is basically what I'm going to be talking about this evening, is really getting 6 subjects that you want to talk about that talks and relates to you. So with coaching, if you're a brand new coach or you've been doing this for a while, you know coaching is really just sharing your life and sharing your journey with the programs and your Shakeology, and really getting people to know you. Because when someone knows, likes, and trusts you, that's when they feel like they can open up to you and they can buy something from you. So it's really important to be sharing all aspects of your life, not just utilizing Beachbody's like stock photos and being like, hey, buy my stuff. It's really about you. So for example, a subject 1 could be like for my subjects, it's going to be my health and fitness is going to be 1. The fact that I'm married is 2. I have kids is 3. That I have pets, so I have rabbits and cats, so that's 4. Subject 5 is my recipes, and like currently I have been really leaning in hard to the plant-based diet. So really sharing those types of recipes. And number 6 is typically travel, but sometimes it's just an inspirational type of message because we're not traveling right now. So traveling's not a thing. So those would be my 6 things. So maybe your 6 things look different than mine, and that's okay. It should look different than mine because we're all different. And the thing with these 6 things is that you're wanting to find the other yous of the world. So if you love knitting, maybe knitting is your thing. Like knitting should be one of your 6 because then you're gonna find other people who like knitting, right? So it should be different parts of your life. If you don't want to share about your kids, then you don't have to share about your kids. Like these 6 things are the things that you want to put out there, you want to do. So if you are really into like, I can't even think of something. My brain is going, like maybe you're really into jewelry or something, then jewelry would be the thing that you're sharing and talking about. But it has to be your 6 things and find those. So then when you're done brainstorming the things, then it's ways that you can teach lessons and show them and share resources on additional information, how to entertain them maybe, or inspire them, or inform them, or interact with them. So these are different ways to help you figure out how to find what your 6 things are. It's like, okay, well, how do I want to entertain them? Are you really funny? If you're really funny, make sure that that's coming out through your stories or through your page, because that's where people get to know you. If you're really quirky or you're a little weird, share that. Like I sometimes will do videos where I'm talking to my cat in a weird high-pitched voice because that's who I am. So share those things. So this, I'm not going to go through this entire thing because it's really pretty self-explanatory. Like subject 1, let's say it's recipes. How can I educate them on the recipes? How can I entertain them with recipes? How can I inspire them to try something new? How can I inform them about a different ingredient that I'm using, and how can I interact with them? How can I ask them questions? So I want you guys to print this out. I put it right in the Unstoppable page so that you guys can utilize that. So now I'm going to go to Instagram. I'm going to try to keep this call a little bit short for you guys tonight. Okay, so I'm hoping that I can see everything. I think it should be fine. Okay, so this is my page. So the way that you should be doing this tiles here. So these tiles are going to be really good looking photos. So if you're brand new to Instagram, when you're posting on your wall, you want the pictures to be very clear, very crisp. So if you're intimidated by that and you're like, Stacy, I can't take really good, clear pictures every single day, that's okay. What I want you to focus on is posting at least once a week for sure. If you can do it more than once a week, that's great. But if you're like, I can only take one really good picture a week, then that's okay. Like your wall here doesn't need to be updated every single day or even multiple times a day. Where you're going to be doing that is you're going to be doing a lot in your stories, and we'll get to that in a second. But on here, what you want is you want to, show what you're about. So like this one here is the coaching life, and I'm working from home. This one here is, this, you have to click on it to see, but it's basically showing me by the pool and I'm feeling good about myself. This one's actually about growing in cement, which you have to click on that. But sometimes you want your pictures to explain that for you, and these are not good pictures for that, but you can, if you click on it, you can see what they're about. But you can see that I'm a mom, you can see that I have pets, you can see that we have some before and after pictures, you can see that I'm cooking some food, I'm eating something mysterious that looks delicious, so it makes you want to click on it. I'm talking about my health, I'm talking about my friendships and connections, more food, I'm drinking something here, so I'm educating. So I'm showing different areas of my life on this page. Now with this at the top, you guys have the ability to create different little bubbles that you can share your stories to. So for example, I'm going to click on this one. It says, let's get fit. So this one's talking about, I'm going to pause this for a second. This one is a 4-part story sharing about what's going on this month, the sale that's going on this month. So I made this story, and then I said, you know what, I liked how this came out. I'm going to actually feature it right on my page so that people can click on it and they can see this particular story. So this one's not going away. It's going to stay there as long as I keep it up here. But I'm talking about our streaming service. I'm talking about my before and after. I'm sharing a little bit about all of it. So you guys can tailor these to you. And how you do that is when you click on it, let's see if I can pull it up on my phone. Let me stop screen sharing for a second. Okay. So when you go into Instagram, those bubbles are going to be there, and you click on the bubble and then you can add to it. So in the bottom right-hand corner, if you click more, you can edit highlight. And when you edit highlight, if you click stories, the first thing that comes up is selected. But if you click on the stories, then you can go back through your stories for a while. They save a lot of your stories, even though they go away on the stories for us every 24 hours. They actually save quite a few of them in there. So you can scroll back through and find ones that you want to highlight. So if you had a really good one about, you know, maybe you were talking about post-workout and how that felt, and you want to highlight that, you can highlight those. So if you don't want to do anything, you're not ready to do anything on that, you don't have to have those bubbles connected there, but those are a really great way for you to be able to direct people to information that you want. So like for me, Let's Get Fit, I want people to be able to click on that and see information about the challenge group and about the challenge pack that's on sale. So I'm talking about the whole thing, and I liked that particular story. So that's 2 parts right on the front that's got a lot going on, but I don't want you guys to get overwhelmed. Like, Instagram is fun. It's a way to connect. So all you're doing is just sharing about you and your journey. So not all about Beachbody. I don't want you guys spamming your page with a ton of Beachbody stuff, because who wants to see that? No one does. What they want to see is they want to see your experience with those products. So you don't have to say, hey, check out my Shakeology or check out my Beachbody on demand. You can say, I'm drinking this dense nutrition shake. It's my craving killer. It creates interest and it draws them in. So you can post a picture with your stuff, but you don't want to necessarily say what it is, because then they can just Google Shakeology and go order it, and then you're not going to get credit for it. Or they can go look at it and get overwhelmed with it and not be interested at all. You want to be in control of the information. So I don't want you guys using Beachbody terms, because Shakeology doesn't mean anything to anyone unless they know what Shakeology is, right? So kind of put your own name on it, the thing that you call it, so that way it generates interest. And so you're sharing those types of things on your page. And again, once a week, if you can do like once a day with really good, vibrant photos, more power to you. But if you're like strapped for time and you're overwhelmed with the idea of taking a nice picture every single day, once a week is okay. And follow like different tiles, like that thing that I just had you guys print out. Start with that one. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You go through all 6, and when you've done all 6, you go back to number 1. So you always know what you need to post. If you posted number 1's topic yesterday, you're going to post number 2's topic today. Does that make sense? So just keep those, know what those are, and that's how you know what to post on that front page. Okay, now let's talk about stories. So stories are where you can be more fun. Your photos don't need to be perfect. They can be grainy, they can be messy, you can, whatever you can do. I highly recommend that you do some kind of video where you get on there and you are talking to your audience. And the reason why is because when you hear someone's voice, when you hear their excitement when they're talking about something, or you hear their emotion about sharing like why this means so much to them, why joining this has helped them, what has changed for them. When they hear that in your voice, it makes them connect to you, right? Like hearing someone, it just makes you feel like, I know her. Like they start to feel like they know you. So make sure that you're getting on there and sharing. Things that I like to share. So I'm just going to kind of share what my day looks like for Instagram stories. And I do it a little bit different every single day. It's not exactly, but the more unified you can get it, the better. So I'll get into that in a second. But basically, first thing in the morning, I wake up and I post a picture with my pre-workout. I don't necessarily have to be drinking it or holding it in my face. Like sometimes it's just in the picture, and I'll refer to it as unicorn juice. If you guys don't know what unicorn juice, it's our pre-workout called Energize, but I call it unicorn juice, and I put a unicorn on my picture in some way because Instagram likes it when you use their fun characters. And it also just creates interest to the picture. You know how many people message me and say, what's unicorn juice? Which is a great starting point for a conversation. You can say, oh, it's my pre-workout. So that's my first thing that I post. The second thing that I do is I set up my phone and I have it facing me and I record clips of my workout. And then I kind of like, I'll do like one move and I'll record the whole move, and then I'll actually edit down the video so it's only a few seconds long, like 15 seconds. And I'll do that for a few different ones. And then I use the app Thriller, and I can create like where it puts the workout videos together, and I choose one specific song. I use the same song every single day. I do that on purpose because then it's creating that sense of when they hear it, they're going to think of me, right? So find your song, whatever you like. And then I post that on Instagram, and I usually will talk about like, if I'm having a bad day, I'll say, I had a really hard time doing this workout. It wasn't my best, but I'm glad that I did it. And then I usually will create some kind of poll on it. If you guys don't know how to use polls, make sure that you do like a quick YouTube search on how to use polls or how to post those, because they're really pretty easy. And I'm not going to go into that because I don't want to keep you here all night because there's a lot of content. But basically I'll say like, do you feel like you need a routine? Or I'll kind of do some kind of invite. Would you like to try working out at home or something like that? And on the polls, like there's one that says yes or no. You can actually go in and tailor it to say, oh my gosh, yes, or yes, please, or send me info. You can tailor those boxes to whatever you want. I like to tailor the boxes to two positive things. Like, would you like more info? Yes. OMG, send me, hi, send me info. So that way I'm not getting people who say no. Like, why do we want to interact with someone that says no? You don't. You want to interact with someone who's saying yes. So I always tailor them to say something positive so that I have a reason to reach out to them. Okay, so my pre-workout, I talk about my workout. I'll probably post a post-workout picture. And again, that's another way to create a way to invite someone, saying like, hey, would this be something that you're interested in? You can also talk about how it's helped you, the group's helped you, things like that. The next types of things I usually will post about my day. Like if it's Monday, it's laundry day, or I have an errand that I have to run, or like this morning I had to go to the dentist and I found out that it was a new dentist. Like out of nowhere, my dentist retired after 15 years of going to him. So I talked about that, just life. Talk about the kids, talk about the pets, whatever's going on in your day, just share it. And it feels really weird to do. And to be completely honest, I've often said, like, why would anyone care? If you're thinking that, have you ever watched a reality television show in your entire life? Ever? And I can guarantee that all of you might not want to admit to it, but you have. Because we like watching what's going on behind the scenes with someone. We like to know what their life is like. And it's a way for us to connect to other people. Sometimes I'll share my breakfast, like how I'm creating my breakfast. It could just be something as simple as oatmeal. It doesn't have to be like this crazy hard recipe. It can be something super easy. Sometimes I'll share, like if I'm out for a walk and I'm listening to personal development, I'll talk about personal development. So just sharing your life, little bits and tidbits. If you're brand new to this, you're going to be like, Stacey, I don't know what to share. Or you're going to be like, I have to remember to be present in the moment. And that's something that will take time. But The more you share on your stories, the more you talk about your life, the more you talk about why you're doing these fitness challenges or like what's going on behind the scenes in the fitness groups, the more interest you're going to create and the more connected people are going to feel to you. And it seems really strange to be a leader and maybe you're like, I'm just starting this, Stacy. I've only lost 5 pounds, or maybe I haven't lost any, or maybe I'm just starting this Shakeology. Girl, if that's you, you're one step ahead of someone. You have tools that someone else out there really needs. So don't feel like you don't have anything to share or you're not a leader yet because you don't feel like you are. You're one step ahead of someone else. So sharing those things, sharing what's helped you, sharing any kind of tips that you have is really important. And sometimes I fall victim to the idea of like, well, someone should already know that. Like I do that naturally. So why would I share that? Everyone knows that. But you would be really surprised how often people don't know what you know. You're special. You have things to offer. So just getting out there and sharing. Another thing that I do share, and this might take you a little time, is called storyboards. And I will actually post in Unstoppable Tribe. Actually, let me screen share. I'll show you what a storyboard looks like. I have posted some in Unstoppable Tribe. So I'm going to just pull it up. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let me go back to this and screen share. And I will open this up to questions after, promise. Okay, so this is a storyboard. This one is about food, but you can do storyboards about fitness. So like, I have a new challenge group starting. Would you be interested? And then the next one can be a little bit of info. So a storyboard is basically just a little bit of info on each one. And it just like, do you struggle with food? And this is where you could put in like a thing that says, like a poll that says, yes, I struggle, I need help. This is a way to create interest in showing that you have a challenge group starting and that someone could join you. It's basically a way to invite people. Let's see. That one is another one. Let's see. I have some more in here too. So you can use the ones that are in here. I guess I need to upload some new ones. Okay, so here's one. So this one's inviting to the May one, and it's saying what it is. Wrong way. And then it's like, because you're worthy, capable. So you could use this 6-week commitment to yourself and your health. And any of these, you can put those polls in, right? And then to becoming your best self. Where's the last one? The last one's not there. And then it shows like what comes in a challenge pack, basically. Where is the end one? Apparently I didn't do that very good. All right. So that's a storyboard in a sense. I will post one after this so that you guys can see a complete one, because obviously I didn't post complete ones in there for some reason. But you can create your own storyboard. You can get creative with it. Canva is what I use to create those types of storyboards. They're really easy to use, but they are a little overwhelming. So you might want to like YouTube how to use Canva the first time, because once you get using it, it's really simple, but you can overwhelm yourself very easily. Kind of like coaching. It's very easy to overwhelm yourself. Okay, so I have my pre-workout. I have my workout video. I have a post-workout. I have about my life. I have a storyboard inviting them to something, right? And then I will sometimes make my shake and talk about how I'm making my shake. Like I'll just say I'm making my Craving Killer, and I'll show them how I'm making it. Like if it's a video of me making it as ice cream or a shake, or maybe even the brownie batter. And I talk about that. What you are talking about on your stories is what you are going to get from people. So if you're not talking about the challenges, you're not talking about your Craving Killer shake or your unicorn juice, people aren't going to buy Shakeology from you. People aren't going to buy Energize from you. People aren't going to join your challenges because they don't know that you're there. So you need to be talking about them. And then lastly, I usually will talk about how my day was. I'll ask them how their day is to create interaction. That's really all it is. You guys are just trying to create a way for people to connect to you. You're trying to create a way for people to invite. So now that leads me into the inviting. So if you click on your stories at the top where it shows the little circle and it brings you to your stories, if you click on your actual story, it will come up looking like this, and it will show how many people have viewed that one particular story. This is where you can connect with people. So if you're brand new to doing this and you're not ready to invite them to the challenge, you can just message that person by, if you look here, there's a little arrow. If you click on that little arrow, it'll bring you to their inbox. And you can say, hey, thanks for watching my stories. If you're a mom like me, you would say, where are you watching from? You can say that, or you can say, hey, are you a fellow mom? This is a way for you to create that bridge, that connection. So when you are talking to them, then you have that opportunity when they say, like, when they see you doing that stuff and they say, hey, you're doing this online health and fitness, tell me more about it. You were creating that sense of, you can ask them. Or maybe you're talking to them and you find out that they're really struggling with energy, or they're needing something in their life, then you can invite them. So it's all about creating connection and getting more people viewing your page. That's all Instagram is about. That's it. So I'm going to open this up, see if you guys have any questions or anything that I can answer about this or anything. So go ahead and ask. Hi, Mandy. Are you trying to ask something? Because you're still on mute.
Hold on. Yeah, my dog is barking, so I'm like, well, maybe he'll stop.
Is that Stephanie?
Now it's completely out of my head. I'm so sorry.
Is this Galaxy A20, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, of course.
Did that help you or confuse you?
No, it helped me a lot. It definitely helped me kind of get an idea of, what to do and what not to do. So it definitely helped.
Yeah, it's really, so, and with being within this group, if you go to the units in Unstoppable Tribe, there's like where to start here. But I don't like to send my new coaches to do that kind of stuff because it gets really overwhelming because there's a lot of info. But really all our job is just creating connections and sharing what it's doing for us and how it could help someone else. That's really all it is. So I just want you to focus on, filling out that form that I posted and showed at the beginning here of like really finding what your things are that you want to talk about, what you like. That's so important. And like things that you enjoy doing, because the more you post about those things, the more you're going to find other girls that like the same stuff, and you'll have a way to connect with them. If you're not being authentically yourself, you're going to be connecting with people who you're not like, and you're like, I don't like this girl at all. and then you're like, well, I don't really want to work with her anyways. So you want to be you and find other yous of the world that need this, that want connection, that want a solution to help them get healthy.
Yeah, no, it definitely makes sense.
Perfect.
I find with this, I realize how boring my life is right now, because I'm like, I don't even know what I like. I do nothing.
You will find that, because
totally
honestly, I feel the same way. I'm super boring as well. So, you just got to find little things that you can share about. And honestly, I'm about to post a video about my cat on the stories, because she loves coconut oil. Like if you get coconut oil out of the pantry, she freaks out and starts meowing. So I'm going to share her freaking out about the coconut oil. Like it's so weird, but it's connecting with other people who have cats and they'll think it's fun or whatever. So it's like, don't overthink what you're posting. Just post you. I just shared about how I wore ripped pants all day. I don't know if you guys saw. I bought brand new pants yesterday, and I guess they had a rip next to the pocket and I didn't notice. And so I'm standing in the kitchen. My husband's like, you know, I can see your whole butt. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you have a huge rip in your pants. And I went to the dentist today.
And no one told you.
I went to the grocery store. I was like, oh my God. I'm like flashing all these people. So I shared about that. Like,
Whatever.
just share your life,
Yeah.
share your fails. Like, people think it's hilarious when you fail. And, you know, if you have like struggles, I don't recommend that you're sharing struggles all the time, but I do recommend if you have a struggle and you found a solution to your struggle, to share that. Like, I had this struggle and this is what I did to overcome it. Like, I didn't feel like working out today, but I logged into my group and saw other people doing it, so I pushed play. Like, those types of things. Like, you don't want to be a downer. You want to be a place where people enjoy coming to. But at the same time, you need to be real and share like the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, anything else? Any
my
other
share,
questions?
no.
What?
My share today is I got really brave, and Landon just got a new 4-wheeler, and Ryan was gone, and I was like, I can drive a 4-wheeler by myself. So we went, me and the kids, on a road with no service hardly, and the damn thing died.
Oh no. Did you get it going?
So I got enough service, and I called Ryan. And then I'm like, wait a second, what did it do? It kind of like China died. He's like, put it on reserve. I'm like, I ran out of freaking gas. Thank God for reserve. But that's going to be what I'm sharing.
Yes, for sure. So yeah, it's really just having fun with it, guys. Have fun with it. Have fun making new friends, new connections with it. That's really what it's all about. And then just offering the solution. It's been a solution for me, you, and all of the above. Hi. Yeah. So yeah, any other questions before I let you guys go?
No.
All right.
No, I'm good.
So on
If I think of any
Thursday,
later, I'll just message you.
on Thursday, I'm starting every Thursday. I'm going to be doing at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to be doing a Getting Started Right call every single week. So anytime you have someone that you bring into the business, you can have them watch that. So every Thursday. Every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we have coffee talk as a team. We all get together. It's just not talking business. It's just hang out, get to know each other, talk about kids, talk about life, whatever. It's a half an hour. So those are the things. So Monday, our call like this. Thursday, Getting Started Right call. And then Saturday is our coffee talk. So those are our 3 times that we can connect. And I will be posting in Unstoppable Tribes different times throughout the week of live Zooms. And this is a live working time where we're working through a checklist, and you'll find this checklist as you get going through the things, Stephanie. But if you can get on and you want to get on and work with us, you can get on and do those actions and ask questions. Okay. So those are also there. So, all right. Well, thanks for getting on, and I will talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.